Good afternoon and welcome to RMU Live. Today is Monday, October 28th. I'm John Boleyn.
And I'm Sonu Babu. Here's what's happening now.
A massive sinkhole swallowed half of a Port Authority bus in downtown Pittsburgh this morning during rush hour. Authorities responded to the incident at Penn Avenue in 10th Street at approximately 8 a.m. this morning. Officials believe that it could take up to 8 hours to remove the bus from the sinkhole.
A fatal accident took place in Moon Township late at night. The single vehicle accident happened near Mount Assisi Academy around 1 a.m. on Monday, but officials were still at the scene early morning. The cause of the crash was not revealed. And a multi-vehicle crash on Route 30 leaves one person dead and multiple injured. Nathaniel Littlejohn Jr. was pronounced dead at the scene with a gunshot wound. At 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, Littlejohn Jr. was driving west on Route 30 when someone fired shots, causing 3 vehicles in a crash. 10 people were injured, including 5 children and 1 newborn. The cause of the shooting is still unknown.
Sunday was the one-year anniversary of the mass shooting at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh. A gunman fatally shot 11 worshipers there on October 27, 2018. The accused shooter has been indicted for 63 federal charges, including hate crime charges. The Anti-Defamation League Regional Director for Western Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, and Kentucky is sharing his thoughts on the somber anniversary. James Pash spoke with CNN on Saturday.
So whether it's African-American churchgoers in Charleston, Sikhs in Oak Creek, the Hispanic population in El Paso, Jews in Pittsburgh, Muslims in Christchurch, the white nationalism is indiscriminate against who they discriminate against. And so if we are going to fight the scourge of the growth of white nationalism that we are seeing, it could only be done if we work together.
The Justice Department plans to seek the death penalty against the accused shooter if he's convicted. Several community service projects were organized as a way to honor those who were lost in the Tree of Life shooting. The majority of volunteers work from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. A blood drive was held at the Jewish community centers in Squirrel Hill and South Hills. Other community members gathered to clean up the B'nai Israel Cemetery in Penn Hills. Over 800 volunteers took place in the day of service and took the time to remember and repair together.
A hat, glove, and sock drive will be underway for the anniversary of the Tree of Life shootings. The drive will be collecting new and gently used items from elementary and middle schoolers. The donations can be made at the Torah study sessions anytime between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And a man was found with stab wounds Saturday night. Just before midnight, the gas station in Brown Hill Road, the victim and a woman entered the gas station and got into an argument with another man. The man stabbed the victim and ran away. The victim was taken to the local hospital and is currently in critical condition.
Jury selection for the trial of a man who allegedly shot and killed a Western Pennsylvania police officer begins today. 31-year-old Ramel Sal Holt denies that he shot and killed Officer Brian Shaw of New Kensington, November 2017. Prosecutors are seeking capital punishment if Holt is convicted. The shooting took place after a traffic stop last week. A judge rejected a defense request to remove Holt's previous gun charges from trial evidence, but agreed to deny prosecutors the ability of introducing evidence that Holt had sold drugs.
A wanted man was arrested for an attempted rape in Market Square. The registered sex offender Russell Merricks threatened a teenage boy, dragging him into a local winery and offering the teen at least $500 for sexual acts. The teen was able to escape. Carroll Township Police had a warrant for Merricks and was picked up this afternoon by the Allegheny County Sheriff Fugitive Task Force. And an Amber Alert was issued for Isabel Hicks, a 14-year-old in Bumpass, Virginia. She was last seen on Monday at her home. According to the FBI, Hicks may be with an armed and dangerous man named Bruce Lynch Jr. Hicks is described as white, 4 feet and 11 inches, and 120 pounds.
The fight against ISIS took a turn over the weekend. President Trump announced a key leader was killed in a raid by U.S. forces. David Daniel has more.
Last night, the United States brought the world's #1 terrorist leader to justice. Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
U.S. forces raided a compound in northwest Syria on Saturday. Syrian activists circulated video allegedly showing the aftermath. Teams removed several adults and 11 children from the site, but al-Baghdadi attempted to flee through a tunnel with 3 children. President Trump said the nearly 2-hour operation ended with the ISIS leader cornered by dogs.
He ignited his vest, killing himself and the 3 children. His body was mutilated by the blast. The tunnel had caved in on it.
Trump said removing Baghdadi has been a top priority of his administration and wants to send a message to any of the ISIS leader's potential followers.
Today's events are another reminder that we will continue to pursue the remaining ISIS terrorists to their brutal end.
But even with Baghdadi dead, intelligence groups are monitoring those who might be next in line to lead the terror group.
We've already got them in our sights, and we'll tell you that right now, but we know the successors.
I'm David Daniel reporting.
New mobile healthcare units will be delivering pediatric medical services to underserved communities. UPMC, Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Ronald McDonald House of Charities of Pittsburgh and Morgantown are teaming up.
PennDOT will continue inspecting the McKees Rock Bridge today. Allegheny County officials say that inspections will take place on weekdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. until November 11th. The inspections require single-lane restrictions and lane shifts will occur on the bridge. Inspections will be conducted by the Larson Design Group. One lane will remain open in each direction. We're now going to head over to...
Thank you, John. And a beautiful day outside today. It'll be currently 61 degrees outside today. Be a high of 64. Let's take a look at today's forecast here on the graphic. 64 degrees outside today, 48 for the low, 73% humidity, and a 10% chance of precipitation. Now back to John and Sonu for more RMU Live.
Thank you, Luke. We will be back with the latest RMU news after the break.
Stay tuned for more.
I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. This guy, no, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back. The Creepy Conference is this Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. in the Wheatley Atrium. 8 presenters will be talking about any spooky topic. And before the Creepy Conference, Monica Van Dieren, director of the University Honors Program, will be holding a Creepy Conference Honors Roundtable from 11 to 12:15 in Franklin 204.
RMU's Media Arts Department in the School of Informatics, Humanities, and Social Sciences will be hosting Moon Docs. The 3rd annual Documentary Filmmakers Open House will be held on November 1st and 2nd in the Wheatley Center and showcase the process of making documentary films. Professors Ann Jabro and David Jameson will be hosting a debate discussing freedom of speech. The debate will be held this Thursday at 1:30 in the Academic Media Center studio. Each week, debaters will discuss a Supreme Court case that addresses the subject. There will be 4 debates in total.
And when we come back, the Pittsburgh Pirates have made a big front office decision.
And Greg Sutton is in the studio for an update on Pittsburgh sports. We'll see you after the break.
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. That's when I met Narnese. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So,
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here.
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So when you drill, show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year. You can even make them fun. So everyone knows the sound and exactly what to do when they hear a smoke alarm. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your family for home fires.
Welcome back to RMU Live. The Pittsburgh Pirates have fired Neil Huntington as their general manager. The organization's assistant general manager, Kevin Graves, will serve as the interim GM. The organization also announced last week that they would be replacing Cannoli with Travis Williams, the former Pittsburgh Penguins executive. We're now going to head over to Greg Sutton with the latest on Pittsburgh sports. Greg, what do you have for us?
Well, thanks, John. And Pittsburgh sports have been pretty crazy lately. The Pittsburgh Penguins hit the ice against the Dallas Stars in the Lone Star State Saturday night and defeated the Stars 3-0, completing the season sweep with this win. Matt Murray grabbed his 11th career shutout with the 25 saves he had in the game. The next Penguins game will be at the Paint Can on Tuesday against their cross-state rival, the Philadelphia Flyers. Puck drop will be at 7 on Tuesday night. After dropping the first 2 games in Houston, the Astros have won 3 straight to take the advantage back. The Astros and Nationals have played 3 straight days in a row and have today off and will play the all-important Game 6 tomorrow in Houston. The Astros could win the 2nd World Series in 3 years if the Washington Nationals force Game 7, and then the club could win their first title in its history. The Pittsburgh Steelers play tonight against the Miami Dolphins for the Week 8 Monday Night Football matchup. The Steelers are coming off of a bye week where the banged-up Steelers got some well-needed rest. Pittsburgh is 2-4 and halfway through this year's campaign. Their opponent, the Dolphins, have yet to win a game. Kickoff will be at 8:15 at Heinz Field tonight. After their 7-0 victory in the United Soccer League quarterfinals, the Riverhounds will move on to the USL semifinals against Louisville City on the 3rd of November. The official start time is still yet to be listed. In the quarterfinal competition, Robert Morris University's own alumni, Nico Brett, netted a total of 4 goals in the contest. And in the golf world, Tiger Woods made another step in his historic PGA career. With his victory in the Zozo Classic in Japan, Tiger tied the great Sam Snead with his 82nd PGA Tour title victory. And now, in order to pass Jack Nicklaus, Tiger needs 3 more majors wins and 1 more victory overall to own the most PGA Tour titles in the history of the sport. And now we'll go back over the desk to John and Sonu.
Thank you for spending your afternoon with us. For more information on news, sports, and arts and entertainment, visit rmucentralmedia.com.
Coming up after the break, a federal lawsuit was filed against Southwest Airlines. Stay tuned for more.
I was physically at school, so my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. That's when I met Narnese. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So, I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here.
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to team-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So when you drill, show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year. You can even make them fun. So everyone knows the sound and exactly what to do when they hear a smoke alarm. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your family for home fires.
Welcome back to RMU Live. A federal lawsuit has been filed against Southwest Airlines for an incident on a Pittsburgh flight. A female employee filed a lawsuit against the airlines for a pilot live streaming a restroom video on board. The lawsuit accuses Southwest of silencing the employee. Southwest Airlines will defend the lawsuit.
If you're one of the millions of Americans taking medication to lower your blood pressure, you've probably got a routine to help you stay on top of taking it every day. But new research suggests that there's an ideal time of day to take your medication. Melissa Rainey has more in today's Health Minute.
Antihypertensive medication every day can significantly lower your risk of disease and stroke. But research suggests taking it before bed could help you double down on the benefits. That's according to a study published in the European Heart Journal. Doctors often tell patients to take their blood pressure medication in the morning. But experts say there hasn't been significant research to show that's the best practice. To change that, a team of researchers studied more than 19,000 Spanish patients for over 6 years. All took antihypertensive medication. Roughly half took it in the morning, the others took it before bed. They found those who took it at night had nearly half the risk of dying from heart problems. They also reduced the risk of heart attack, stroke, and heart failure. More research is needed to confirm the results, but experts say these findings are promising and that taking antihypertensive medication before bed poses little risk. For today's Health Minute, I'm Melissa Rainey.
Thank you, Melissa. Halloween is right around the corner. Pittsburgh announced that trick-or-treating will take place on Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. For Allegheny County, Moon, and Coriopolis Township, trick-or-treating will be held from 6 to 8:30.
Get ready to celebrate all things chocolate on Monday. If you needed an excuse, it's National Chocolate Day. You can mark this day by simply enjoying chocolate chip cookies or chocolate candy. You could enjoy a chocolate dessert at home or a restaurant, or host a chocolate tasting party in which people bring a homemade chocolate dessert to share. You can post your photos of your chocolate choices to the social media hashtag National Chocolate Day. After Monday, you can look forward to another chocolate-related holiday. National Chocolate Day is December 28th. And after the break, Greg Sutton is here to talk about RMU sports.
Stay tuned for more.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. This guy, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie. Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back. We're now going over to Greg Sutton for the latest on RMU sports.
Thanks, guys. Robert Morris football has won their first 3 conference games. Their most recent victory was against the Bryant Bulldogs at home, with the final score being 24-20. The last time Robert Morris started conference play 3-0 was in 2010 under Joe Walton. The last time the Colonials won the NAC as well. This could be a historic season for Robert Morris football if they continue this streak in conference play. Robert Morris men's hockey only had 1 game over this past weekend. They went to the State College in PA to take on the Penn State Nittany Lions on Friday. The Colonials dropped the match to the Lions 2-1. This coming weekend, the Colonials will take on the Golden Griffs with a home-and-home series on Friday and Saturday. The Colonials will play at home on home ice on Saturday night. The women's hockey team was in Ithaca, New York to take on the Cornell in hopes of breaking their losing streak. Unfortunately, Robert Morris dropped both of the weekend games to Cornell and have now lost 5 of their past 6 games. The only game they did not lose, they tied with Clarkson. Robert Morris plays against Penn State this weekend at home, Friday and Saturday. Men's soccer was at home this past Friday to take on Sacred Heart University. They won 5-1 at home, and this means Robert Morris men's soccer has broken their 2-game losing streak and won that essential 3rd game. They only have 2 games left in their regular season hopes. Women's soccer was at St. Francis to take on the Red Flash. They also won 1-0. Robert Morris Women's Soccer Club still only has 1 game left to play in their regular season campaign as well. This means that they probably will not make postseason as their hopes usually initiated. And women's volleyball here on campus will be playing Wednesday the 30th against St. Francis in their Dig Pink match supporting breast cancer, which is celebrated throughout the month of October. And that will be taking place at the UPMC Event Center this Wednesday. Don't forget to go out and show your support, not only for the volleyball team, but for breast cancer awareness this month. Now, we will go back over to the desk to John and Sonu.
Thank you, Greg. For more on RMU TV shows, check out Sports Talk in the Berg Wednesday at 5 p.m. and RMU Tonight also on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. every alternating week for a Jimmy Kimmel-like spoof. You can also learn more about Colonial Sports on Colonial Sports Center Thursday at 9:30 p.m. and check out the new freshman show RMU Focus for a different spin on the classic RMU news Friday at 1 p.m. Coming up after the break, a California tick fire leaves officials to identify human remains.
And Luke Yost is back in the Weather Center to give us a full look at the weather. Stay tuned.
Physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. That's when I met Narnese. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So, I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
What to expect when you're expecting
Like here.
a teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to team-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So when you drill, show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year. You can even make them fun. So everyone knows the sound and exactly what to do when they hear a smoke alarm. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your family for home fires.
Welcome back to RMU Live. Authorities in Southern California are trying to identify human remains found in an area affected by the tick fire, north of Los Angeles. Christy Fajardo reports.
As the tick fire burned, it left barren earth and unearthed a mystery. On this rural stretch of Sand Canyon Road, public works crews cleaning up after the fire saw something reflecting the sun. It turned out to be a human skull.
No, it appears that this person's been here for at least a year. We believe that it was concealed in brush, and then the fire burned away the concealment, and which led to the discovery.
Sheriff's detectives crowded into the small turnout where just feet above the skeletal remains could be seen. They gingerly removed the bones they found, but say other clues like clothes or ID, if they existed, were likely destroyed by the flames.
It's definitely suspicious just on the location alone. I mean, it's not a common place where somebody who may fall ill and die.
From our chopper, you can see why. No homes nearby, blind curves, and narrow shoulders. It's not a place where it's safe to walk or stop. Now detectives plan to return to scour the area, hoping in the ashes there are hidden answers.
Firefighters are still battling the tick fire, which is about 55% contained.
But now for a bit of local weather, Luke Yost is back in the Weather Center with the latest look at the weather. Luke, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Sean. Let's take a look again at today's forecast. Again, 64 degrees with a low of 48. Again, 72% humidity, a little sticky, not too bad though, and a 10% chance of rain. And let's take a look at the hourly forecast for today as well. Here it's going to be 61 degrees at 3 o'clock. Excuse me, way here. 60 at 6 p.m. and then 53 at 9 p.m. It's going to get down that 48 degree range overnight tonight. And look at the tomorrow's forecast. A beautiful day tomorrow, 70, again 70 and 48, as well as a 70% chance of humidity and a 10% chance of rain. And let's go on to the 5-day forecast. 5-day forecast coming at you Wednesday, update 66 degrees, Thursday 62. Friday will be a little cooler, 54. Saturday and Sunday in the 40s for the first time all year. It might snow on Saturday, we don't know. But for now, let's go back to John and Sonu on the desk for the rest of RMU Live.
Thank you, Luke, and thank you for joining us this week on RMU Live.
We will see you next week.